Welcome to Made in Papa's Woodshop. I'm Seth, and this is my brother Dale. We are here at Breezy Meadows Apiary, which is one of his several apiaries, and it is April the 6th. It's about 51 degrees maybe, so the bees are really quiet today, and thankfully it's not raining, but it's overcast. We are about to take down this tree right here. And it's going to go into Papa's woodshop and probably come out as, I don't know, we'll see. It may be an owl, it might be an eagle. We might cut it in, half and make some benches and that sort of thing. We'll just see what it wants to be. And this is my brother Dale. He is from Adventures in Beekeeping. Say hello, Dale, and tell us about the bees and why we're not in suits today.
Hello. Yeah, thank you, Seth, for coming over and taking care of this tree for me. It's about 51 degrees and it's overcast and it's about 6 o'clock, something like that. So bees are very quiet. They're in their hives and doing their thing inside, and they're not out flying. So that's why we don't need bee suits today. And
I was kind of looking forward to the whole complication of, bee bonnet over top of my chainsaw helmet, and would have been interesting.
Yeah, hopefully we won't make too much noise to wake them up and make them come out to see what's going on. But I think they're pretty settled in for the evening, and we should be all right.
That sounds good. So the first thing we're going to do is cut all the bottom branches off, everything that we can reach. Then I'm going to throw a line up into the tree, and we're going to pull up a line for tension. And then up the hill, we're going to pull it tight to encourage the tree to fall in the right direction. And hopefully we'll get some good footage of that and you can see what we're doing today. I've marked the tree. I traced all the way around it just to give me an idea of where the stump is going to be, so it's the right height, so that when Dale does his work with his bees, he's got a shelf, a little table or something. So on the back side of that, where I've traced the line is going to be the bottom wedge. Okay, so here, this will be the bottom of the wedge, and it will go straight in about a third of the way into the tree. And then I'm going to come up here about 30 degrees and cut in to meet that spot at 30 degrees. Ideally, this cut will meet this cut perfectly on both sides. So it'll be a little Pac-Man that aims straight at that wire, our tension line, and exactly lined up with it. Then I'll come back here, and in order to leave hinge wood so that the tree actually rocks that way on a hinge, I'm going to come here and start in the back cut. And the ideal is to stop 1.5 inches before I reach the wedge, but be lined up perfectly at the bottom of the wedge. So in other words, when the tree's already fallen, there'll be this flat table with a piece of wood about this wide running all the way across it. That'll be the wedge. So we're going to cut in, let the tree hinge, then we'll clean up the tabletop and go from there.
And where is your escape route?
Thank you for asking. My escape route is always 90 degrees from the tree fall. So initially, I think my escape route is behind the hives this way or this way. Now for me, since I'm right-handed, and I'll be cutting in this way, then I'm gonna run that way. So, but I have to run watching the tree, because if it starts a different direction, then I have to change my path. So I can't just run. I'm not going to outrun a falling tree. So I have to kind of scoot and shuffle run and see which way it's going. But it's going that way. Okay, now we're going to throw this throw bag. This is a 15-ounce throw bag, and it's on 160 feet of this slick cord. and I have it in a, you know, a very official dishwashing pod container, so I can, you know, just drop it back down in there. So we'll see how good my shot is. It's stuck. Since we have to take this off and on multiple times, and keep it simple and do 3 half hitches. That's 2. And then we'll go back around one more time. Shove it up under there. Looks like we're doing macrame or something, but once I get those on there, then pull it really tight. And it stays, but it's easy to get out once we need to attach it to the pull rope. Okay, 3rd time's the charm, maybe. Yes! That'll work. Oh, stop that.
Now he's going to play tetherball.
Yes, tetherball. Okay. I made it worse. There we go. Now we're going to untie it and tie it to our tension line and pull it up into the tree. So okay, all right, thank you. Let's see, is this end? Now, let's see here. Okay, now, here's the knot. Make a loop like so and lay it up the rope like this, and then you start wrapping it, going up the rope like this, keeping it tight and covering it all the way up. And then, let's see, we run this through here and back around. Well, that isn't how you do it. Let's see what I do wrong. Let's see. Okay, the magic of this thing is that you can pull this lead through and pull straight down on this. See what? All right, I'm gonna pull it out and do it again. I did something wrong. I don't do these every day, so Work your way up. This part I know I got right. Then what happens? I think I might have to go back to knot school. Let's see. This piece has to actually be underneath. So I'm gonna try. Maybe this will be 3rd time's a charm too. So this piece has to pull tight. Oh, I know what it is. This wraps this way. Here we go. Now, this wraps all the way up. Like so, like so, like so. And then you put this tail through this loop. I started with the wrong thread, and then when you pull it tight, there we go. See how it lines up? And that's what we're gonna pull up the tree and through all of those branches. Okay, take 4. Not bad. Not bad.
Here comes.
All right, ready? This is take 5. And I was just telling Dale that I have a friend that's an arborist, does this for a living, this particular task, and he didn't get it right every time, so I take comfort in that. So here comes number 5. I'm gonna take it. Tight, like so. You know what? I need to get that down close to the end of the rope. That's what part of the problem has been. It's been getting hung up. All right, let's get this wrap started way down here, the end, the tip of the rope, so that we're not hanging up a big chunk of rope. Three is not a good grip. Let's get at least 5 on there, maybe 6. My YouTube trainer, Sean Cannell, he says, you win some and you learn some. So the first few here were my learn some in this knot tying adventure. There we go. That should be enough. There. That's pretty. And down close to the end of the knot, or the end of the rope. So let's pull it through. big stick on the end of it. It's kind of short for this, but let's see if I can remember. Okay, so this loop goes over the top of this like so. Let's see. And then, did I do it right? I think I did. I forgot what you call that. And maybe I mangled the whole process, but that's gonna work. That's just the bite I need to put the hook in it.
About 8 feet shy, looks like.
Let's do it this way. Let's rethink this. So, if our tree falls on this, I don't think that's a big deal. Do you?
Shouldn't be.
That's not coming out of there easily. Oh. I got 2 feet down in there. Let's go a little further. Okay, that's pretty tight. All right, let's see if we can put some tension on this. Wow, the whole tree's coming. I think we're pulling on it really hard. You see it moving? Coming this way?
I can't tell. Yeah.
It's the clouds.
Yeah, it's tilting.
I hear it.
I hear it cracking. Yep.
Let me get all the stools out of the way. Timber! You already said it, didn't you? Yay! Ooh, not perfect on the hinge wood. You can see most of my hinges right here, and I actually cut all the way through the middle of it, and then it hinged right here. So I had, what's that, 3.5, 4 inches of hinge wood over here, and 6 inches over here. And this was a mistake, but and you can see here, look, I chopped up part of my wedge.
Yep, the wedge got a little,
but that's okay.
chewed.
Well, marvelous.
Look at that. Thank you so much.
Down she goes. You're welcome.
And look,
thank you.
Nowhere, anywhere as tall as we thought.
No, that's really weird. Yeah, we thought it was 51 feet tall, right?
Yeah, we'll have to measure it and see exactly how tall it was.
And of course, you were measuring from the dirt.
It's on the bottom, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, we left 3 feet there, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's exciting. That feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
You're welcome. And we'll get you cleaned up and have you a nice, smooth bench top here.
Nice. Nice.
And you'll be able to set your tools on there. What's the next thing you think you'll set on there?
Probably be a hive tool lay on there while I'm doing something else.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Very good.
But yeah, maybe a nook box that I'm getting ready to make a split on or something like that. It'll sit right there until I'm ready.
And the mean bees didn't come out.
No bees came out. I heard a couple, but none came while you were sawing or
Does
anything, making
noise
noise. Yeah, I would expect that. Yeah, that
Okay.
noise would make them agitated. I always wear my bee suit when I mow because I know I'm going right in front of them and stuff like that.
I gotcha.
But,
What the ants
yeah, look at the
have a
ants
home
and all this stuff.
right here in the middle.
That's amazing.
Big old black ants came
Yeah.
crawling out of there.
Yep.
They say pine tree, yummy, yummy, yum, yum, yum.
Yeah, and it looks there. It goes up. See there.
It's probably way up in there.
So what is this going to become? What is that?
Well, that big around.
Look at that thing.
Oh my, look at that. Ooh, that's beautiful. Some kind of moth, maybe?
I believe it's some kind of moth.
Something this big. This could probably be, it's big enough for a full-size wolf. Full-size wolf. 30 inches tall, seated, howling at the moon. It's got enough room to go from snoot to the tail wrap with this width. They're only about this wide. So if I can get a good piece that's, 16, 18 inches wide and maybe 10 or 11 this way, I can get a full-size wolf out of something that big.
Nice. I was afraid that the rot was going to be in your way,
Yeah.
but that's not as deep as I thought it was.
No,
gonna be,
and
so.
I think once we get it down into manageable pieces, we'll see what effect that has. I've got a big scraping tool, a two-handed scraping tool, and we'll kind of carve a bunch of that off and see how deep it goes and see what we got. Thank you for the tree, Dale.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's 8 o'clock and the tree is on the ground.
Woohoo, timber!
Yay! Thank you, Seth. Seth from Papa's Wood Shop. Hey, Seth,
Hey, Dale.
you're taking that tree with you, right?
Yes, it's going to Papa's Wood Shop.
And what are you going to do with it?
I'm gonna cut it up into some pieces. Part of it is big enough to make a full-size bear.
Oh,
If I can't get enough out of it, then I have at least enough width to make some full-size 30-inch wolves.
cool.
So some cool animals can come out of that.
So watch for videos of these things
Yes.
that he's going to make out of this tree
Yes,
on the YouTube channel called.
made in Papa's Wood Shop.
All right. Thank you all for watching. God bless and have a great day.
God bless.
Bye-bye.